It's already too expensive to live in California.
California gas prices are set to rise again, but there's pushback from a senator hoping to bring it under control.
It's horrible. It's scary.
The search for the man police say pretended to be a rideshare driver and sexually assaulted a woman in PB.
We are seeing this in downtowns all over the country.
Space available signs all over downtown San Diego these days. We talked to the experts about why this problem is happening.
The problem is their environment is changing at such a rapid pace.
A new report that has scientists concerned. It says the number of gray whales migrating along our coast has dropped dramatically. I'll explain.
It's 6 a.m. on Thursday, June 26th, and you're up with CBS 8.
Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Chris Grow.
And I'm Netta Iramporia. Glad you're with us, and we want to get you ready for what's looking like it's going to be a nice day. Meteorologist Evan Arani, you've been watching this heat that's going to build.
Yeah, much more noticeable the farther east you are, whereas this afternoon we're going to be right around normal at the coast. You can thank the coastal clouds and the marine layer out there. You can also expect that as you make your way east, we'll start to exceed normal by a few degrees. Going for 80 inland, 87 across the mountains, and 106 out there in the deserts. Another sunny day once that marine layer pulls its way back. Coming up, we'll talk about even warmer temperatures expected as we get toward the upcoming weekend.
All right, Evan, thank you for that. Prices at the pump, yes, they are set to jump on Tuesday. This morning, a local lawmaker is demanding answers.
Right now, the average for a gallon of regular gasoline in San Diego County, $4.66. CBS 8's Regina Rita live in Kearny Mesa with the battle to bring the costs down and the pushback from Governor Gavin Newsom. Regina?
Yeah, definitely. Good morning, Chris and Netta. There's been some pushback and, of course, some back and forth between the governor as well as some Republican state leaders. Now, 4th of July is coming. We do know that we pay pretty high gas prices as Californians, but one of the things, or at least one of the reasons why we could start to see even higher gas prices is two different reasons. So carbon fuel standards are taking effect on top of that new state fuel tax increase on July 1st, meaning it will increase gas from 1.6 cents to 61.2 cents per gallon. Now, the exact impact on gas prices at this moment is still a matter of heated debate between state officials and lawmakers. I want to bring in Republican State Senator Brian Jones from San Diego, who is asking for an audit of the California Air Resource Board. He wants to investigate if the board accurately estimated the economic impact of the new standards, maintain legal transparency in their decision-making process, and whether they concealed or downplayed costs to Californians. The senator claims the new standards could increase fuel prices by 65 cents per gallon. Governor Gavin Newsom's office, on the other hand, disputes these figures, stating that the increase will likely fall between 5 and 8 cents per gallon based on expert analysis. But here's what the senator is saying.
Going to tell us, then we're going to let loose the auditor to go find out. And trust me, no border commission in California wants the auditor knocking on their door.
And Jones has launched an online petition that's already garnered over 30,000 signatures demanding that the governor repeal the price increase. Now, there is going to be a committee taking place, at least a committee hearing taking place in August, where the senator will actually introduce these claims. But for now, that is the latest. I'll send it back to you.
A lot of engines revving there where Regina is. Thank you for the update. We are working for you to help you find the cheapest gas. So text the word gas to the number on your screen, 858-571-8888. We will send you a link to find some of the stations with the lowest prices in San Diego County. This morning, police do need your help finding a man who they say sexually assaulted a woman while posing as a rideshare driver in Pacific Beach. Let me step aside here and you can see the picture they released. This is what the police released, a photo of the suspect. And here's a close-up view. Police say on March 15th, about 1 in the morning, a woman got into the backseat of what she believed was her requested rideshare car on Grand Avenue in PB. Police say the driver sexually assaulted her a few miles away before she escaped. The investigators say the man may have been driving a 4-door Toyota Prius or a similar vehicle. So call police if you have any information on that man.
Hospitality workers in San Diego could be getting a raise, and this is something that a city council committee just passed. It was yesterday, a proposal to increase their minimum wage to $25 an hour. It would apply to employees at large hotels, the zoo,
amusement parks, and major event venues like Petco Park and the Convention Center. Supporters say it's a step toward fair pay, but critics warn it could lead to higher costs for families and small businesses.
Increasing the minimum wage for a select set of individuals is not going to reduce the cost of living in San Diego.
We have people that lived in their cars or are living in their cars. We have people that live in Mexico at this point because they can't afford to live in this place.
The ordinance is expected to go to the full city council in early fall. If passed, the $25 minimum wage would start next year. And this morning, time is running out for a deal between a union representing grocery workers here in San Diego and Albertsons and Kroger. Contract negotiations have been held for months, but if no deal is reached by tomorrow, workers could go on strike. The biggest sticking point is pay. Though they say no one wants to strike, workers say they are prepared to walk off the job if they can't get a fair deal.
Huge people at the top, they're getting like $17 million retirements. That's not fair to us. When we were the ones on the line during COVID, we got $1 more an hour.
In separate statements to CBS 8, Albertson says it will continue to bargain in good faith and provide a good experience for workers and customers. And Kroger says they also remain actively engaged in negotiations, but believe the best outcome is achieved at the bargaining table, not through disruption. And this morning, the city of San Diego says they are working to make travel and mobility safer for drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists. That's why if you've been on Claremont Drive in recent days, you've likely noticed new bike lanes and parking spots. While the city maintains these lanes and spots were added to improve safety on the busy road, not everyone is happy about the change.
So fast, and bikes don't go too fast in here. And since there's only one lane here, so it's going to be a big problem now.
Meanwhile, one apartment complex manager in the neighborhood told CBS 8 that they feel the resurfacing and new bike lanes increase safety on Claremont.
Here we are at 6:07, and yes, the clouds are with us again, but it's the usual. It's just so beautiful because the daylight's so early now.
People love the cloud cover in the morning. They get to be out there with cooler temperatures, with lower UV exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great environment still to get a workout in the morning, maybe take the dog for a walk, because by the afternoon, we'll be under that blue sky across the county, along the coast, all the way to the mountains and deserts. We're going to see those temperatures continue to climb between now and Saturday. You can see how by Saturday that afternoon high takes us to 86 degrees, which means a lot of our eastern valleys will likely be breaking into the 90s. Here's a look at your afternoon highs across the county from the South Bay up to about the La Jolla area, mainly upper 60s and low 70s by the water, mid 70s as you make your way east in La Mesa 75, Mira Mesa 75, Santee and El Cajon. You make your way a little farther east, 80 degrees. If you make it all the way out to Ramona, 86 this afternoon. Palomar Mountain is going for 82 and Escondido 80 this afternoon. Out by the water in North County, you've got still those upper 60s pushing into the low 70s as you make your way out to Oceanside. This trough of low pressure exits to the north of us, and as it does so, we'll get some of the heat that the eastern half of the country is seeing. In St. Louis and Nashville, 101 degrees this afternoon. They're still dealing with some record-breaking heat in D.C. at 102. Finally, a little bit of a cool down in Philly and New York. 95 for Philly as opposed to the triple digits, and 80 for New York City. We in San Diego will be at 70, LA 70, San Francisco at 60, and Portland at 67 degrees for that afternoon high. Live look outside shows that it is still cloudy below those clouds. That's where most of us are along the coast and inland, but from above the clouds, this is Otay Mountain as we look east, and we've got a beautiful sunrise waiting for us once we get through that layer of clouds in the next couple hours. Let's take a look at traffic. So far, your drive times have actually been quite smooth. And on the southbound 163, just south of the 8, you've got really standard speeds in both directions, not running into much trouble as we start off the day. You can head to our website, cbs8.com/traffic. It'll give you the latest on what to expect for that commute. Checking in on border wait times. It is a 105-minute wait at the San Ysidro Port of Entry. Otay Mesa Port of Entry, you're going to get across about 25 minutes faster. Should be able to get across in about an hour and 20 minutes.